How y'all doing on this beautiful day today? Well, at least it's beautiful in Miami. I don't know how it is up there where y'all at. Alright? But today is UFC 300. And we're going to talk about that. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yes, it's UFC 300, y'all. And we're going to have a lot to talk about. We're also going to talk about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight again. Yes, because it's July 20th. So there's ways away. So we got a lot of talking to do. All right? But before I begin, don't forget to come in. When you come in, smash that like button. And just show support. All right? And become a subscriber. Why not? All right? So UFC 300 is in a few hours. This is UFC's 300 big event. All right? And I'm excited. The main event is with Alex Pereira and Jamal Hill. That fight is gonna be bananas because both of them are knockout artists. Both of them are stand-up fighters, and I think Jamal Hill has his hands full with Alex Pereira. All right. There's also a BMF title on the line. BMF stands for Bad Mother Effer. Okay, that's on the line also. UFC 300 is gonna be big. I'm gonna try my best to go live during those fights, and do like a play-by-play or fight, reaction. So that's gonna be cool. I definitely can't wait for that. Who else is fighting? Zhang Weili is defending her belt against Sha Shinan. Okay, so tonight's fight is awesome, right? The first fight I believe starts like around 6 or something, but the last fight in the main event ends like around 1 o'clock. So it's gonna be one of those long days, long nights of fights, right? How many of y'all are UFC fans? I love the UFC. I've been watching UFC for a very, very, very long time. And I tried it for the UFC actually years ago. I tried it for the UFC reality show. Oh, also too, UFC has some new gloves that's UFC has some new gloves that's supposed to reduce eye pokes and stuff like that. Eye pokes is a big problem in MMA. You know. Waiting for some of y'all to come into the chat, but how I think it's gonna happen is I think Alex Pereira is gonna beat Jamal Hill. It might go to distance or it might be by TKO. That fight is gonna be bananas. Okay, the Justin Gaethje fight and the Max Holloway fight for the BMF title. That fight is most likely is going to distance, and I give that fight to Justin Gaethje. I think Justin Gaethje is gonna win that fight. Again, it's just so many fights, man. I'm looking forward for the Bobby Green Jim Miller fight. That's gonna be a fun fight. Imagine if Mike Tyson did MMA. How would Mike Tyson do in MMA? Do you think Mike Tyson, in his prime would have done well in MMA? Because traditionally, pure boxers don't do that well in MMA. True boxers don't usually know groundwork like wrestling and jiu-jitsu. So if Mike Tyson was to do MMA back in the days, I don't know if he was able to actually do it. Jake Paul wants to do MMA. I think he has some wrestling background. Obviously he boxes, but MMA is a different sport. Just like boxing is different. Just like boxing is different from MMA. MMA is different from boxing. Meaning that boxing is a dangerous sport. It's a beautiful sport, but MMA, you have a lot of things to worry about: elbows, kicks, takedowns, throws, knees. MMA is a different beast. And if Mike Tyson had done MMA, I don't know if if he had fought a striker in MMA, yes, but who do you think is gonna win between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul? Who do you think is gonna win? Do you think Mike Tyson can actually knock out Jake Paul? Can knock Jake Paul out? I kind of think so. All right. Even though Mike Tyson is gonna be 58 years old, which is old for fighting, by the way. 58 is old for fighting. I think Mike Tyson will be able to knock out Jake Paul. I think once Jake Paul feels Mike Tyson's punch and see how hard Mike Tyson hits at that age, I think Jake Paul might just basically I'm not gonna say quit. Just rethink his life life goals. Okay? But with all jokes aside, I give Jake Paul credit. It takes some cojones to go up there and then call out Mike Tyson. Even though Mike Tyson is older, it it, it still takes cojones. Okay? But my thing is though, Mike Tyson, the rules for this fight are kind of different. The rules are only 2-minute rounds, not 3-minute rounds. Okay? Tyson gonna knock him out, Jeremy says. I hope so, Jeremy. Tyson has the power to knock him out for sure, even at 58. I think also the fact that it's 16-ounce gloves, that worries me. Because 16-ounce gloves makes it harder to knock out people. We train with 16-ounce gloves. Okay, so that kind of worries me. I'm not gonna lie. Worries me as far as will Tyson be able to knock out Jake Paul with 16-ounce gloves? Okay? Vice versa. Jake Paul is gonna have a harder chance knocking Mike Tyson out with 16-ounce gloves. This fight also has no judges, y'all. There aren't gonna be any judges for this fight. The only way you can win is by knockout. So this fight is an exhibition. It's a sparring match. It's a glorified sparring match, which I'm gonna watch. I'm not. If you're gonna front, I'm gonna watch it, and it's gonna be very, very, very interesting how everything turns out. Okay, because Mike Tyson is the man now. Don't get me wrong. Mike Tyson is definitely the man. His training videos are scary. He's still fast at that age. He's still fast. Mike Tyson is 8 years older than me. That's crazy, right? Mike Tyson is 8 years older than me, chat. And I actually thought about fighting recently, but I'm not. So I basically retired from fighting. But Mike Tyson still wants to fight and gonna get paid big money too. But anyway, man, let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna go live a little later on for UFC 300. I'll see y'all later.